Last year, the Wolverines beat Indiana on the last play of the game in Ann Arbor. A 45-yard TD pass to Anthony Carter from John Wangler with no time left on the clock, and it spoiled a great Indiana effort. They had a tie game with Michigan, and they were in the Big Ten race. And all of a sudden, Michigan came up with a touchdown with no time left. The kids were heartbroken, and I got to believe that today, looking at this game, they've been waiting for 365 days to get at the Wolverines.
Well, Wangler and Carter are back, and so is the most valuable player in the Big Ten last year.
We talk about the great quarterbacks in the Big Ten, Art Schlechter from Ohio State and Mark Herman from Purdue, but the most valuable player in the conference was Tim Clifford from Indiana. He is a guy that can do everything. He runs, passes very well. He's probably Indiana's most valuable player in the sense that he makes things happen for the offense, and they've got an outstanding offense.
Defense is the question mark, though. The statistics say you can run on Indiana. Corso expects Michigan to try just that, and we'll find out because they're lined up and ready for the kickoff right now.
Clifford in a shotgun formation on this third down, and he's going to kick it away. End-over-end kick, which just about works, but caught at the 40-yard line by Jackson, and he gets it back to the 30.
The new Michigan State Sports record. Also this afternoon, Indiana's women's field hockey team is playing Purdue for the state championship at Owen College. Yesterday, the
First and 10, Michigan. Indiana 30-yard line. Second position for the Wolverines, and great field position. Lawrence Ricks, big opening. Busts a couple tacklers, and Lawrence Ricks scores a Michigan touchdown. A 30-yard run that left two Indiana players sprawled at the 14-yard line.
What a great run by Lawrence Ricks. First of all, let's give him credit on the fact that he gets a big hole to run through. It is straight down the middle of the field. They gave him a crease, and Lawrence turned it right upfield, north and south. Two guys came in to tackle him on either side, and Ricks just ran right through both of them into the end zone.
And in the first quarter, with 11 minutes left to play, it's Michigan 7, Indiana nothing. Sheik to kick off for Michigan. Deep for Indiana. Al Daring and John Rogerman. They're a one-play scoring drive of 30 yards on the run by Lawrence Ricks. Short kickoff to the 15-yard line. Rogerman belted down at about the 22. And they're saying Michigan has recovered Rogerman's fumble. The Michigan players jumping around and delighted with that turnabout, giving them great field position again.
Jeff Cohen appears to be the man, Larry, that recovered the fumble. A big hit on a short kick. Rogerman came up, fielded it on the run, and as soon as he got the ball, took a step or two and was just drilled. Ball popped loose. Cohen dropped on it, and the Wolverines are in possession. Lee Corso on the sideline. Got to be talking to himself here. In the early going, we haven't even played 5 minutes of the game yet. Michigan has had the ball in his territory all game long. They got one touchdown on the board already.
First down, Indiana 22-yard line. On a break following the fumble by Rogerman. Edwards and Ricks behind Wangler. Ricks, another big opening. Lawrence Ricks down inside the 5-yard line, and he almost broke that one for a 22-yard touchdown. Mike Pendleton there to make the tackle for Indiana finally, but just around the ankles.
Lawrence Ricks is Michigan's leading ground gainer on the year with 563 yards, averaging 6.1 a carry. And it's not bad when you can get a hole that big. Lawrence Ricks is probably going to be averaging about 10 a carry after this one's over if he keeps getting that kind of blocking.
First and goal, rather, at the Indiana 3-yard line after that run by Lawrence Ricks, who has been overpowering here in the first 5 minutes of this contest. Ricks gets it again, breaks outside, touchdown Michigan. No problem at all getting to the outside after some fine blocking, and Michigan has quickly put 13 points on the board.
That is Lawrence Ricks' second touchdown today and his sixth on the year. The play is blocked at the point of attack. Everybody's coming in figuring they'll go off tackle. When Ricks sees everything close up inside, he just turns it outside and heads for the flag. He had to get around Tim Wilbur, who was supporting real heavy on the run.
And with not quite 5 minutes gone in this game, 10:35 left in the first quarter, it's already Michigan 14, Indiana nothing. The quarterback remains Tim Clifford, and I will all afternoon. Over the middle throw, good for Steve Corso. Knocked loose and recovered by Michigan. It is Michigan's ball as Corso had the first down at the Michigan 45, but he was popped loose from the ball. And a Michigan player hurt on the tackle. Canavino getting up slowly, but Canavino seems to be all right, and so is Corso. It's just another turnover for the Hoosiers.
Holding in college football is 15.
At any rate, it's first down and 14 for Michigan. And Ricks bangs through a good opening, gets some yardage before Chuck Alexander gets in his way. 30 yards, he broke right through the Indiana secondary and left two backs in a heap at the 15-yard line, and they break through again. Ricks has the first down and is into the Indiana 34-yard line.
Denver Smith over there to beat. I was going to call him Dallas Smith, and I knew it was a city with his first name.
Wangler to throw on first down. Anthony Carter, touchdown Michigan. Wide open as Wangler nails Anthony Carter on a 34-yard touchdown pass, and the little man is off to another record.
Well, he has just tied Michigan's all-time career touchdown record held by Dick Riffenberg. He is tied now with 16. It is a post pattern down the middle. Anthony beats the one-on-one coverage. Mitchell, forget it, touchdown.
One-on-one coverage aptly described as Anthony is number one and Steve Mitchell of Indiana is number one. But that was easy, and Steve Corso frustrated, knowing that he had to do something to cover up little Anthony Carter, which no one has been able to do very effectively this year. Haji Sheik converts the extra point, and with 1:18 left in the first quarter, it's Michigan 21, Indiana nothing. On 2nd and 8, Clifford has to put it up. Turgevac hauls him down at the 10-yard line. Mike Turgevac breaking through the Indiana protection, and Clifford never had a chance to turn and look upfield.
My quarterback the option. He can turn it up and run, or he can pitch it. That time, he was taken. He had to pitch it, but the pitch man was taken. That's the way you defend the option.
3rd down and 9. Tough call for Clifford. Big play for Indiana. A throw over the middle. Got his man. Ware intercepted. Brian Carpenter. Great interception by Brian Carpenter inside the 5-yard line. Ware was open for just a moment. Clifford thought he had him, let go of the ball, and instead Carpenter stepped in to make the big interception and shut down the Hoosier drive.
Well, you know, you just can't play much better defense than that, Larry. They ran a post over the middle. There was one deep coverage. Carpenter running step for step. It had to be a perfect pass for it to be complete. And it was not perfect, a little bit behind, and there was Brian Carpenter there to make the interception. They had deep coverage behind the post, and
you got to look for 4 straight passes on this series, and instead they hand it to Lonnie Johnson. Shows you what I know, and he breaks it out before Bostic can bring it down. Indiana, they're patient with a good drive that got there until the interception. Can't afford to be patient now. 24 seconds left in the half. They have a first down. Clifford, deep, throws the sideline. Intercepted by Mel Owens. He's looking for some blocking. It's not there, and Owens is dropped at the Indiana 40-yard line by Dave Weir. Mel Owens just in the right place at the right time, and Clifford threw the ball a little bit short.
I got to be wondering what pass was being run on that play, because Clifford threw it right to Owens. There it is. It looks like an out cut. It's over one guy and underneath another guy, but that's so far underneath the other guy, the deep receiver, which was Corso. It looked like he threw it right in between him. Owens makes the reception on the interception and puts it at Michigan's 39. Lee Corso's got to be talking to himself right now, wondering what is happening to Tim Clifford. The 2nd down and 28 gets you back to about 3rd down and 10.
3rd and 10 and a half. It's just a little bit away from where the series started. Clifford throwing, incomplete, intercepted. Bostic. It was overthrown, and Bostic was there and made the easy interception at the Michigan 47-yard line.
Tim Clifford not having a good day at all, Larry. That pass really just poorly thrown there. I don't think there's any question about it.
They lead 21-0. Stanley Edwards, the fullback. Wangler throws. He's got Anthony Carter loose in the backfield. Wilbur brings him down, but it's inside the 30. First down, Michigan at the Indiana 27. Still 2nd down and 5, right where we were a moment ago. And the give is to Ricks. Behind good blocking, Ricks gets down to about the 16. First down, Edwards inside. Got the opening. Stanley Edwards, touchdown, Michigan. A 16-yard burst through the middle by Stanley Edwards, and that looks like what Ricks did earlier from 30 yards out.
Same play that they were very successful with against Illinois. Last week against the Illini, Stanley had a career-high 152 yards. It's a trap. Watch Becker get the block. There's the block by Powers. That opens the big hole, and the safety 25 comes up, tries to make the stop, and it's all over. Stanley's into the secondary and gone.
Good. Michigan widens its lead over Indiana, 28-0.
Makes the catch.
18-yard line, 1st and 10, Indiana. Clifford, Bowers, and Lonnie Johnson in the backfield, and Clifford just looking to throw. He's only got 15 minutes, so the long bomb is overthrown. Carpenter's second interception of the day. Dave Weir was the intended receiver, but the ball was at least a couple of yards beyond Weir, and Carpenter picks it off. It'll be Michigan 1st and 10 at its own 34-yard line. Second down and 8. Carter not in this lineup, and Woolfolk gets an opening in the middle to the sideline. Woolfolk in a foot race, and there he goes. Beat the last man. Butch Woolfolk is going the distance.
Larry, that's what
3 yards for a touchdown for Butch Woolfolk.
That's what speed will do for you, really. He makes a great cut. Following, he gets through the hole, and it's a trap play. Guard comes around. John Powers up through the hole. But then he makes a great cut about 10 yards deep, breaks it to the sideline like we talked about before. He said, I want 60. We said, that's not real good, Butch. Here he does it, and he gets it. Watch Powers up through the hole, gets the block. Now Butch makes the cut right there. Now with a sprinter speed. He runs a 9-1 in the 100. He's on a Big Ten sprint champion team for Michigan in the track. Well, he just outruns everybody else.
Takes a lot of long runs to get that. Oh, they collide in the backfield. Bowers being chased and run down for a loss. Clifford and Bowers made a mistake, and a gambling Michigan defense got to him. Bostic and Herman just forced Bowers parallel. We're in motion again, this time to the wide side of the field. Clifford rolling. He got his man. Corso knocked loose and recovered by Marion Body. Again, Steve Corso makes an excellent catch, but Evan Cooper drilled him, and when he came down, he lost the ball.
Corso, as you mentioned, is the coach's son. He played his way to a starting lineup. He isn't there just because of nepotism. He makes a great catch here, but is just hit up and down and coughs the football up. Body gets on it.